I'm Scotty T. This is your comedy minute, and I have a guy that is good as good gets. Not only a great comedian, but an absolutely wonderful human being. Lester Bibbs is here with me. Lester, how are you?
I am good, and thank you so much for the kind words.
No, Lester, I couldn't be more serious. I met you, I don't know what is it, how many months ago, and
About
you and I have
six,
become,
really cool.
yeah, you call me family, and I couldn't be happier about it. I
Oh
honestly
yeah,
couldn't
man.
be.
Hey, yeah, that's what you are now.
Yeah, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful.
Oh
Hey,
man, yeah,
how are you feeling? I know you've had some health problems. Are you back in the swing of things?
yeah. I'm back in the swing of things. Everything is going cool. I'm
Good.
still here. Knock on wood. And I'm knocking from the outside instead of inside.
Hey, Lester, I always tell people I got one foot in the grave and the other in a banana peel.
Oh man, trying to keep them slipping in. I
Hey,
saw
but
you had George on the show, man. Did you
but
guys have fun? George
well,
Wallace,
I'm gonna
right?
get to that. Let's go back to the beginning. Let's go back to the beginning
Okay.
because people don't know we recorded one before this and it didn't work out. We had
Yeah.
some problems with the sound, but
Yeah. I
there
was
was
on the
some really
cruise ship with
funny
that
stuff, and I
wonderful
want to go
wife.
back to the beginning when you
Okay.
first started. You told
Hmm.
me a story about Steve Harvey. Do you mind telling the people that story?
Oh man, which one? It was so many.
Well, it was when you first started out and he was up on stage and you weren't laughing.
Oh my God, yeah. When Broderick was he was doing his thing. Broderick was Steve. He was doing his thing. I was 17. That was the first time I actually was in a comedy club, and I knew I was illegal,
You
but
knew
the owner
you were
was cool.
illegal.
Yeah, I was 17. I was sneaking in, and the owner was like, "I know your ass. It's not 21, but come on in." Right? So I was sitting up front, and Steve was bombing, and I was sitting there like this, and he was like, "You know how he is? He's like, hey, you think you can do better?" And I was like, "Yeah." He will bring your little ass on up here. So I got up and did my thing. I did all the Rich Pride material. I didn't know any better back then. I was a kid and thought
That's
I
great.
said, yeah, he said, look, you got stage presence, you got timing, you definitely got confidence, but you got to get your own material. So and that's when I started learning how to become a professional instead of watching somebody on TV and thinking I can be them.
You went out then with Steve Harvey, didn't you?
Yeah, I was touring with him for oh my God, about 3, 4 years. I used to
Okay.
drive. I was amateur. I would open for him, and I became a pro because of him. And
And
I
that was
stayed at
that was
AJ Jamal's house though. The first person, like when we first started, Steve said, "Yeah, you gonna move with me? We're going to Cleveland." I'm like, "Yeah, we're going to Cleveland." I get to Cleveland. I'm like, "Why is the snow gray?" It was like, "Oh, Cleveland, a little dusty, a little dusty. Motherfucker, it's gray." So he
yeah.
said, "I'm gonna drop you off at the house." Okay. And he drops me off at AJ Jamal's house. Now AJ is a comedian,
I
and
know AJ
been
Jamal.
yeah, well known comedian. And AJ hadn't met me at the time, so he wasn't there. So I stayed at AJ's house.
Right.
And 3 days later, a guy come knock on his door. Is AJ here? And I'm like, no. He said, who are you? And I'm standing there in the robe and shit. I was like, oh, I'm left. He said, can I come in? I was like, no. Why? He said, because I'm AJ. That's how I ended up meeting AJ.
Okay.
And I was in there for a while, man. We had a blast though.
Yeah.
AJ's like big brother, so he really took me under the wing.
Okay.
Steve helped me turn professional. AJ really helped mold me into
Okay.
basically the comedian that's fearless. AJ's was real clean back then too.
Okay.
Me, I had a top problem saying the word motherfucker. That's why I can't work for Disney. People will be complaining and stuff. He got everybody saying motherfucker, got the mouth in the duck saying motherfucker. Even Mickey going, hey motherfucker. And so, so
Well, the last time you were on too, and I mentioned it because I just love him. You're good friends with JB Smoove.
oh yeah, that's my brother.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you post stuff and the thing I love about you, Lester, is that you have such a big heart and you're
Thanks,
so
man.
happy for him,
Oh my God.
his
Yeah.
fiance or his girlfriend or wife, whatever. And
Yeah, it's
you
wonderful.
always express how, the gratitude
Yeah.
and I
Oh
think
man.
it's fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah, that's my brother, man. I love him. I'm so proud of him. I'm very proud of Dion Cole as well, man. I'm
Right.
just,
No,
genius,
I got
man.
to tell
He's a
you,
genius.
since I met you,
Hmm.
I brought you up. Your name came up a couple times, and every
Hmm.
time it's
Hmm.
always like he's the OG.
No,
Yeah,
yeah, man. 40 plus years, man. I
yeah.
know. I'm gonna be 60 in July, bro.
I hold my beer. I'm 62.
Oh my God, you look younger than me. I need a nap. I need a
I
nap.
I I told you, man. I just started collecting Social Security.
I look like Lionel when he first joined the Commodores.
um, you mentioned, and it's funny that his actually aired first.
Hmm.
Because when we recorded the first one, you mentioned George Wallace, or we were doing Red
Yeah,
Fox. I was
man.
I'm doing my Red Fox bit, and you started laughing.
Uh,
You said, "Yeah, well, get George on the show." It
yeah,
took 3 months, and I finally got him to come on the show. And
that
you
is
don't know
so
this
cool.
story, but this is so funny, and I have to tell you this. I apologize. It's gonna take a second,
Uh-huh.
but I was really nervous. I mean, George Wallace to me is, it's like you. I mean, just this is like a dream come true.
Nice,
So I
man.
text you before I got on the air with him,
Uh-huh.
and I said, "Can you give me something that I can throw out there?" And you said, "Just ask him about fuck the Smiths." Now wait for it. If and you have to watch it later, Lester, you have to watch it later.
Oh, oh my
So
God.
innocently enough, we're about 10 minutes into the interview, and I'm holding it. I got it. I'm waiting to pull it out on him, and I start asking about your mama jokes, and
Uh-huh.
he says, "Yeah, Arsenio Hall and I and Will Smith." And I said, "Oh, I had dinner with Will Smith." "Oh, fuck the Smiths." And he started going off. And I said, "Oh, shit, I blew it." And he, fuck Granny Smith, fuck this Smith, fuck that Smith, Eddie Smith, Eddie. Oh, my God. And I sat there, Lester, going, "Oh, I blew it. I blew it. Oh, I couldn't." But I had no idea.
Perfect timing, though. The way it happened is perfect then
Wait
because
till you see it. Wait till you see it. If you haven't seen it, it's just,
oh, oh my
it's
God, it's gonna be
comical as hell because
hysterical.
I sat there and I was like, "Oh, shit, here he goes."
He said, fuck the Smiths.
Oh, and then he went into fuck the Greens and fuck the Walkers. Fuck all the Walkers. Anybody on a Walker? Johnny Walker Black, Johnny Walker Red. Oh my God, he was going off. I had such
George
a
is
great
one of a
time.
kind. Isn't he one of a kind, man?
I'm so grateful to you because I mean, it really was. I can hang my hat on that. I could die tonight and say,
Oh,
man, I had George Wallace on, and then I had Lester Bibbs on.
oh man, thank
Because
you,
without
man.
you, without you, it wouldn't have happened, and I'm grateful for that.
Oh man, no way. I was glad to assist. We're both 721. Me, George, Robin Williams, Don Knotts. It's so many of us born on that day. 721.
Yeah, no, he went into that. You have to watch the interview. He talked about all of you
Yeah.
guys, and you know what I said to him? I
What?
said, "I'm born on August 17th, so I guess I'm fucked."
Oh.
And he laughed and he said, "Yeah, you're probably used to that." um,
Oh, George. Oh my
yeah,
God.
oh my God. Well, let me ask you just because I'm curious and more probably the current comedians, but comedians that
Mhm.
inspired you as you were coming up and the comedians that you really like now.
Okay. Of course, people like Pryor,
Yeah.
Carlin, Rodney Dangerfield.
I
But
tell you,
I go
I
back.
met
I go
Rodney.
back even. Oh man, I used to love Rodney Richards, and I go back further than that to Jerry Lewis, Abbott and
Oh yeah,
Costello,
yeah, yeah.
people, Pig Meat Martin, all of those. I go all the way back to all of those, man. Being
Yeah.
especially being my age, and you see some genius people. Then you have some people that was coming up around the time that I was coming up, like the great Bernie Mac. I think he was that close to Richard. Actually, he
I love
probably,
Bernie Mac.
yeah, I think I would slight. I'm gonna be real, which I was, the one A, one B. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? They were just that amazing. The people I like now, of course, Cat. I like Cat Williams a lot.
Right. Right.
Um, I like the fact that He's courageous. I like the fact that he is original. And name me somebody that has more comedy specials than this guy. At the last I counted, it was 19.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Nobody in history has had that many comedy specials.
Yeah.
Well, I got to give him his credit. People like Lavelle Crawford,
Right.
Dion Cole, my brother JB Smooth.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so many. Then you got a lot of up and coming new guys. Too many to name, but they are. The comedy business is in good hands, and if people keep nurturing it right, it's going to come along and bloom all kind of good fruit. So we should be great.
I'm doing everything I can to help on all fronts.
You're doing
Um,
it.
well, the Black Women in Comedy Laugh Fest, I
Oh, that's
partnered up
cool.
with them, and I'm trying to get every woman. They have a new one coming up in February, and I'm trying to have every one of those women on the show.
You should have Thea Vidal on there, man.
You tell me who to have on, and I'll have them. Okay, after
I
this
will
is
give you
over,
her number.
I'll do
Thea,
it.
yeah, I'll give you her number. She's awesome.
Just tell me who, and I'll do it because I love you, and I love what you've done for me already. But
Oh man,
I'm gonna
yeah.
pick on you a little bit. I'm gonna pick on you a little bit
Okay.
because I have
Okay.
to.
Okay.
I saw an Instagram reel with Tim Harris and Harold Bean, professional NFL football players, and they called you Bibby. But what I have to laugh at last week
Mhm.
now I don't know what team you root for.
The Dolphins.
Oh, okay, because you had the Lions, you had someone on, and the Lions game was on,
Yeah.
and I thought I had Howard Cosell on there.
Oh my God.
You were going off, my God, statistics, and I'll tell you what, watch, he's gonna run, he's running, what motherfucker run? Oh my God. I kept trying to say hello, and you never even acknowledged I was there.
I'm so sorry. I didn't even see it. I was on with Spanky Hayes, and the Lions is his team. When we
Oh,
were
okay.
back in L.A., Spanky before he got his race, they used to have a thing. That's another person you should interview. Spanky used to have a thing called the Level. Him and a couple other comedians. That's where Wild 'N Out got their style, in my opinion, and
Okay.
the whole premise. Spanky was bananas. And so I knew he was a huge Detroit fan. We used to go play Sega 16-bit Madden
Oh,
and play
wow.
every time. Yeah, man, we are still old heads that still play that. We get on the stick, still play all the time. We either play Madden 2K or Call of Duty. So we either throwing the ball, shooting the ball, or shooting at somebody. I
Oh,
sound like
man.
a
I just thought it was so cool because now that I know that you're a Dolphins fan, I can tell you I've been rooting for those guys.
Oh man, me too. I'm hoping that we do decent. We got a slight chance to make the playoffs, but
Yeah. I
I
just
don't
didn't
know.
know again because we didn't really, we met and getting to know one another.
Hmm.
I love football so much. I saw Johnny Unitas and Joe Namath play a football game in Baltimore.
Man, Johnny, you man, I got
Kenny Stabler was my favorite quarterback of
the
all time.
snake. Oh my
The
God,
Snake, yeah.
Kenny the Snake
See, you talk about
Stabler.
old head. I'm 62, but I got to
See, I'm
tell you
right there with
now, my Philadelphia Eagles are looking pretty damn good.
you. They look decent, man. They look very
Yeah,
good.
I'll tell you what,
Very good.
having Saquon Barkley in the backfield really has helped.
Man, that was the biggest upgrade anybody could have got. Now, the Giants, I'm glad they finally let him go somewhere else because he was
Yeah,
using his years at a team that he was carrying, and they didn't appreciate it. I mean, you got to beg for your money. No, man, that'll be like
yeah.
going out doing the show at half price all the time. No,
No,
put
no,
him in a
no,
position to win. Yeah,
no. I
that's the
understand
thing.
that
Yeah,
because
put him in a position.
I worked in the music business and I would try and get airplay for bands.
Oh
And
man,
I remember Cheap Trick one time. I said, I can get this radio
deep
station. They
threat.
said, well, why would we do that? We go there and get $10,000.
Hmm.
They wanted a free
Hmm.
show. Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll add the
exactly
record if
right.
we go get Cheap Trick to come and play for us. And they're like, no, we're not doing that.
No, not for free. Hell no.
Yeah, why
You'd
give
be
it
like,
away?
no, no. That's like I don't know. It makes you uncomfortable. You'll be so uncomfortable when people try to get you to do something for free. You'd be about as comfortable as a virgin at puppy's house. You'd be like, whoa, this doesn't feel good.
Oh boy. Oh boy, there we go. There we go. I knew we were going to get
Did
to it because I
someone
was going
say
to bring
get
that
free?
up. I was going to bring that up because last
Oh
time we
my God.
talked,
Hmm.
you used to do an old bit you did about Tupac and Biggie,
Hmm. Oh
right?
yeah, we back in the
And,
day.
and I was wondering what you think now about this Diddy thing.
Oh man, word on the street has been that everybody knew, everybody could hear the things. The gossip. They was like, Puffy doing this, Puffy doing that. Puffy had Biggie killed. Now all the stuff coming out where
Yeah.
you actually even you get recordings that is not AI. It's actually this Joker admitting to Faith Evans that he had Biggie killed. What did he say? Don't worry about it. I'll take care of the kids. Kim Porter, her book, she tells everything. So it was all of these speculations are being confirmed, and a lot of the people that are trying to run away, not. Now the whole Jay-Z thing didn't surprise me. It did not surprise me because it was a lady, an attorney. She had a tape, and she said she saw Mr. Combs with a minor in another higher profile celebrity higher than Combs. Everybody went, Jay-Z.
Yeah.
That was so easy to figure out. So when the accusations came, I was like, check number two. I mean, they
Yeah.
going down checking the boxes, ain't they?
Well, it's like Bill Cosby. I
Mm-hmm.
was in Philadelphia. I lived in Philadelphia, and it was common knowledge then, long before that comedian came out and talked about it, that Bill Cosby was doing that.
Really?
Yeah,
Because
and
it
and
was
when you
like,
say about Diddy, I just want to interject real quick. I had met Diddy.
mm-hmm.
I think I told you last time. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I had dinner
Uh-huh.
with R. Kelly, and he didn't piss on me. I had dinner with Will Smith, and he didn't smack me. And I met
uh-huh.
Diddy, and he didn't try and irk me.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I was his type.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, Dr. Cosby got out because it was proof by Margot Jackson. She was roommates with the accuser,
Yeah.
and the lady was trying to coerce her into basically saying that this happened, say that she testified. That's why, and they didn't allow it. Then when you got the appeal, they allowed it. So that's how Dr. Cosby got out. So one innocent man and the rest of them guilty. Whew. I'm like, whoa. So I mean,
Yeah,
from what I saw, yeah. Hmm.
it money, because there's been a lot. It's like now, and this is awful serious, but I love talking to
Uh-huh.
you.
Yeah.
Like this latest thing with the health insurance guy getting shot.
Ooh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's a lot of, and I feel a certain way about that. It's like, and again, I hate when I talk too much, but I just want to say this.
No, go
People
ahead.
are praising this guy, but he did kill somebody.
Yeah, that
Okay,
part.
that's, and
Mhm.
what made me think about it, Lester. I
Mhm.
stole R. Kelly records. I
Uh-huh.
stole Diddy record. Does that
Uh-huh.
make me responsible? You know what
No.
I mean? I was promoting
No.
those guys. I helped 12 play R. Kelly. I blew that
Yeah.
guy up.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm
So
saying. That doesn't
so
make you responsible.
you could go brr, brr, Scotty's responsible. Scotty did that shit. He caused that shit, you know?
Yeah, I get it. I get it, and I get what he's saying and what you're saying about the CEO. Um, he doesn't make the final calls on anything. The person who
Right.
actually owns the insurance company put those rules in place. Now, does the buck stop with him? Yeah. Does he deserve to die? No, nobody does. Not
No.
in that kind of
Well,
situation.
you did a post the other day about holistic medicine. Do you believe a lot in holistic medicine?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, I would put money on it. That's how much I'm knowing that it
Yeah.
works. And I believe in being vegan too.
Well,
So
yeah,
you
no,
have.
I'm
Mhm.
the opposite end of the spectrum. I drink like a fish and I smoke
Right.
pot and Christ,
Well, I smoke
I'm
pot.
not doing, I'm not doing anything to help myself, Lester.
Smoking pot is good for you. Any
Yeah.
time, every day.
Okay,
THC is
good,
really
good.
good for you. It is. THC, you won't get cancer.
We just got to get that funny little drinking problem of mine under check.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, man. Oof. If I do drink, more than likely it's wine. And I'm
Okay.
probably, yeah, but I'm just,
Well,
oof.
you mentioned turning 60. The older you get, the less you can, you know.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, a
all there's
whole
to
bunch
it.
of things have to change. Yeah, man. So I'm always, laid back, very smooth. trying to make sure I don't do anything to help put myself in the ground faster.
Yeah.
I want to get at least 40 more years. I'm 60, so if I get 40 more, I can make it to 100 and still be able to move. I want to make it to 100 if my dick don't work out. I'll be like, damn.
Oh my God. Well, let me ask you, we'll try and get this thing back on the rails a little bit.
Okay.
After all this time,
Hmm.
do you have a favorite show that you've done? And you can do a couple like favorite memories, and then
Hmm.
one that maybe wasn't so good.
Oh man, my favorite memories. My top one I would have to put my very first movie that I taped. I
Okay.
got the lead. It was Reverend Durong, thanks to Tobin Costin, Donnies Wilson, Ducklick Productions, Ken Wilson, all of them. They were amazing people. They took a chance on somebody, and
Okay.
they didn't know that I had acting experience, even though they felt like I didn't because I did Superboy in '88, and
Okay.
yeah. So by the time I got a chance to do the Reverend Durong, it was like what '99 and came out in
Okay.
2000. Um, I was ready. I didn't go to acting classes until after that. I went to the community. Me and JB, we went to the Community Artist Guild, and Dwayne Shepard was our acting coach. But that was after the movie. But I met Dwayne while we were filming the movie,
Okay.
and so he was like, "Dude," he said, "you really don't need a class, but I'm gonna teach you other stuff." Like behind the camera, other little details that you got to work on, and they'll
Okay.
make you elite and stuff. So I've learned a lot. I credit them a lot on that. Times that I did a show that wasn't so good. Um, I've never had a TV taping that wasn't so good. No. What? Stand up wise, oh my God, I remember doing that show in Louisiana. The show was good, but David Duke and Trump and the rest of them was there. This was in '92 when Duke was running for president. And boy, sometimes you can say some things that can go totally south.
Go ahead. I gotta hear it.
Oh my God, yeah. So they
I
came
gotta
in.
hear it. What did he say?
During that time, David Duke was running for president. There was Duke, Trump, and Fred Thompson from Law and Order. I don't know if you remember Fred.
Well, when
And
you say
Fred,
David Duke, you're talking about the KKK guy.
yeah. So Fred Thompson, and I should have put two and
I
two
remember
together. He
Fred
was there.
Thompson. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was at the bar, and I'm rushing to go up there and speak to him because, he's from Tennessee. I'm thinking, hey, he's one of us. No, because he was
Wrong.
looking at me like you're one of them. I was like, oh. So I walk up on a conversation when he was saying I could smell that he was from here. So I was like, whoa. And the bartender was like, he was trying to tell him, he
Yeah.
just kept talking. So I get my little cranberry juice because I didn't drink back then. I go back to the green room. Comedy club manager comes in. He was like, "Hey, you guys know David Duke out there. We expect y'all to be professional." Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Yeah, go ahead. We cool. I got you." So first comment go up, second comment go up, third comment down. They're bringing me up. The first thing I noticed, the seating. Black people were seated to the left, white people were seated to the right. And I was like,
Oh
whoa.
God.
I know. I was like, man, they got segregation in '92, but still trying to be professional. So I'm on
Um.
stage, I'm talking, and I said, let's address the elephant in the room, so to
Oh
speak.
yeah.
I said, I said, we have David Duke here. I said, and you're running for president. I said, now you used to be with the Klan. And he was like, yeah, that's right. And I said, you still with him? He said, not really. And I mean, said it just like that. I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "So you're running for president? You gotta like all mankind. You like black people now?" And he said, "Y'all are okay." You could hear the left side going, "What this motherfucker just?" And I'm like this. I'm putting my hand like I got this, yeah. So I turn around, I grab my cranberry juice, I take a sip, and I turn around and I look straight to the back, and I see Mike Rivera in the back, and he's looking at me. He went. And I winked, and he was like, Lester, no. So I just said, all right. And I said, is this your wife? And he said, we're getting married next week. I was like, oh. I said, so since you believe in being completely pure white, I said, she mixed with anything? She got Italian in her? She said, no. The lady interrupted. No, I don't. I said, you have any French in you? No. Then I said, you got any black in you? She said, no, hell no. And I grabbed my dick. Would you like some black in you? That's when he stood up and said, let's see you get the hell out of Louisiana alive.
Oh
All hell
man.
broke loose. All hell broke loose. I mean, everybody ran. The left gang running. It was just, so I get back to the room. I'm high five, and yeah, we showed them motherfuckers. Oh, the boom, 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 boom. I'm hearing knock at the door. I look up. I was like, oh, it's the cops. Y'all be quiet. Y'all be quiet. I open the door. I'm like, yeah, I'm still feeling myself. He's like, the guy's name was Officer Lott, Officer Ronald Lott, which reminded me of
Roddy
Ronnie
Lott,
Lott
the
because they
football
had beef.
player.
Get out of my dog. So I remembered that name. I kept hearing that name, Ronnie Lott, Ronnie Lott, right? So I'm like, I was like, look, I didn't hit. He was like, Mr. Bibbs, we have you on tape. That's not what we're here for. I was like, so he said, I want you to go down the hallway. When you get to that last window, he said, I want you to crawl. I'm thinking, I got on a suit. I ain't crawling shit, right? Man, the closer I got to that window, because it was a hallway window, and back then we was at the Radisson. They had, you was on the 8th floor, you could see out the long hallway window. The closer and closer I got, you saw nothing but acres and acres of angry white people. Shit looked like Woodstock. So I was like, oh shit. So and all the other people that were fired up behind me was all of a sudden looking concerned. And me, I'm
Yeah.
still young and too
Wow.
stupid at that time. So I'm like, yeah, I'm scared. I run outside, get my dumb ass on the car, going, you motherfuckers looking for me. Man, them police snatched me out the car so quick. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Wow.
That, yeah, that it went
Yeah,
on from
that's
there.
up
And
there.
he'll cut it right
I
there.
think that beats any least favorite show that I've heard before. Golly.
Yeah,
Holy moly, Lester.
that started
That's
something, man.
incredible. That's
Oh my God,
incredible.
yeah. And that's documented too, man. Ooh,
Yeah, no, listen,
92.
we don't have a lot of time left, and I want to make sure because again, you had mentioned it, and I want you to mention anything you got coming up, but I wondered, are you still trying to move forward with the TV show? You had mentioned that you
I
were
am. I
trying
am.
to
I'm
get
looking for
George Wallace
finance.
was going to play your father, right?
Yeah, yeah. I need to get some financing. So anybody out there looking to produce a show, we need you.
Okay, yeah, I want to
Yeah.
try and help out because I think it would be comedy gold.
Oh my God, yeah. All the people that saying they're willing to be in it is just it's bananas. But when
Yeah,
you read the script, you will be like, oh my God.
yeah,
I'm loving it. I've been so blessed.
cool,
This has
cool.
been just each episode is an hour and a half, and it's right
Okay,
now it's 8 episodes per season. I'm working on season 2 right now, so
okay,
I'm
cool.
planning ahead. So by the time season 1 done, all right, here goes season 2, here goes season 3, here goes season 4,
Okay, cool.
and get it all out.
Do you
But
want to
man,
mention the name, or do you you're not able to mention it yet?
oh, I can't mention the name,
Okay, that's all
but
right.
right now I can say when it's done, I'm leaning toward 99.9% Tubi right now because I'll get to
QB.
retain my
Okay,
rights. And I can put
yeah,
it on after that. I can put it on any place, Netflix,
yeah,
you name it. And I want that freedom. That way, it won't limit people because a lot of people might not have Tubi, but they have Netflix, or might not have Netflix. They got Hulu, et
right,
cetera, et
yeah,
cetera. I want
right.
all the
Cool,
formats
cool.
available.
Well, and you mentioned to me that you're going to be heading back out because Lester Overboard is something that's going to keep going. You're
Yeah,
heading back out
yeah,
on the boat.
yeah. 2025, man. Yeah, because I'm seeing about. Let's see, I do maybe 3 shows. It's 5,000 people in the theater each term. So it's about 15,000 per
Yeah,
cruise. So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's a
That's
lot of folks.
sure.
That's a
Do you
lot of folks.
enjoy doing those, Lester?
I do. I really do. I
Yeah,
like doing it. I'm in one place. It's easier on my body. I can get up, go straight
yeah.
downstairs to do the show, come back to my room,
Cool.
enjoy peace and quiet. The people are great. And this is why I tell everybody, I say everybody can't do it, and they don't get why I'm saying that. You have people from on a cruise from all walks of life, not just in the US. from every country as well.
Right, right.
You got to collectively get them all to be on one page.
Yeah.
And I've gotten a chance to be able to learn how to do that, and I'm very humbled but blessed to be able to do that. And I really enjoy it because each time you feel like you've accomplished what you wanted to do.
So you feel like it's honing your skills even more.
Oh yeah, oh
Yeah,
yeah.
cool,
And then
cool.
you do have shows. Some shows I'll do that are family friendly.
Yeah,
And yeah, that makes me hone it even more too, man. I had to get in there and grind it out,
yeah.
and it's been fun because the kids remember you big time, man. And you'll stop and talk to
Sure,
them and stuff,
sure.
yeah, dab you up and stuff. Especially little
Yeah,
bitty ones, baby. You know, they'll come and repeat a joke, and you was like, "You got that?" Because sometimes I'm thinking I'm talking over their head.
yeah.
Nope. Oh,
Well,
these
my
little young
friend,
kids
I'm going to put all the links to your Instagram and your
are smart.
YouTube channel and
Yeah,
everything you got going on Facebook, anything you have going on.
thank
And
you.
I want to tell you from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
No,
Your
thank you, man.
friendship means the world to me. And
Oh man, you family, man.
you're anytime you want to come back when you get your project together or anything you want to come back and see me.
Oh man, I'd be happy to, man.
Have a fantastic holiday. I love you to
You
death.
too. Love you
Okay.
back, brother.
Let me stop the recording so we can spend a minute or two off the air, okay?
Gotcha.
God bless you, man. Thank you so much for everything. You're the best.
Thank you, man. Same here.